She rushed in, calling her name.
Letitia!
Then she saw it. Letitia kneeling, and Adrian's pale hands hovering near her head. Adrian glared at her with a gentle smile.
You look busy, Hilda.
Letitia looks at him, noticing he was awake, and asking if he needed something. But he said he was only trying to help fold the curtains. Hilda needed to act quickly. So when they look at her again, she tries to pull Letitia away, insisting that she was needed in the kitchen. Fortunately, Letitia believes her, so they say their farewells, and Hilda, seeing that Letitia was there, tries her new skill, detection. Suddenly, the thumping sound of her heartbeat echoed in her ears, and a red emergency bell starts flashing. It seemed to be warning her to avoid something. Having an idea, she approaches him, and when it starts beeping, she gets it. As expected, the skill detects Adrian. Well, at least now that she had basic skills, she could finally relax.
Hilda, did you see something over there? You've been distracted this whole time, and you haven't said a single word to me.
What? No, I mean, the blanket... The blanket was just so soft.
You've been acting strangely, Hilda. Are you hiding something?
Yes, Miss Letitia, I'm coming.
It's not working.
Back in her room, she wondered if this twisted world had finally given her a bit of luck for saving Letitia. But now that she thought about it, this wasn't even real. Just pixels killing pixels. Even if they died, they'd respawn with a single click of new game. Why was she getting so emotionally involved? No more thinking today. She should spend the money she got by getting smacked by weeds. Maybe a future shop would sell an escape ticket. And if she has money left, she'll buy something for Emily. The system interrupts her daydream, already trying to take the money she'd earned. Repair the pillow. No, it would cost 200 gold for sure. The pillow looked fine anyway, right, pillow? What? No! Well, people can sleep without pillows. It's okay. What? You can't sleep without a pillow.
You take my hard-earned money, you make me get assaulted by weeds, and as soon as I get something going, you get in the way. At least let me sleep, damn you!
Without proper sleep, you won't be able to work, and thus be unable to earn the day's pay.
Don't take my determination to sleep without a pillow lightly.
You can't sleep without a pillow.
Yes, I can. I can sleep without pillows all the time.
You can't sleep without a pillow.
Who do you think I am? We'll see who's going to win at the end of this.
You can't sleep without a pillow. Hilda, day 3 of playing, attempts to sleep 328 times. Remaining money, 0 gold. Good morning, Hilda.
Good morning?
That morning, not even Emily's brightness could make her smile. What's more, she felt weird explaining that she couldn't sleep because she had no pillow. But apparently, it was relatable to Emily. Do pillows just disappear in this place? Nonetheless, duty called, and Emily even offered to lend her pillow. Emily's the only one she could trust in this shitty game. Wait, actually, was it the lack of sleep, or was the uniform different? Before she could question it further, Emily mentioned something else. The young master had fallen ill, so they didn't need to go to his room today. She couldn't contain her smile, but eventually she remembers to pretend to be worried. Apparently, Adrian had coughed up blood clots at dawn. Emily wondered what was wrong. After all, he always took his medication on time, except that he didn't. Well, they should go to work as their way to wish him a speedy recovery. She did have to recover from her sudden losses from last night. Gold and experience. Here she goes. A roulette. What now? Why is it spinning? 30? Exhaustion. As anger rises, the system offers her a new mechanic. Repetitive work gets boring. Use these to gain gold and items. What nonsense. Adding this cutesy details to a horror game makes it seem god tier. What was this? She tried it over 20 times but failed because of the exhaustion debuff. And now everybody thought that she was acting weird, even Emily. She got so worried she gave her a different task. She didn't even earn anything. Well, at least she could rest after this. And Adrian was still eating, so she could avoid him. She did still knock before entering, and even though Adrian wasn't there, the room gave her shivers. It looked like she'd stepped on a murder scene. Well, she had to leave quickly. Just leave the blanket on the bed and leave. Leave the room.
I can't leave!
There was such a lively and cushy pillow there. She just wanted a touch.
Ooh, feels nice. I'm sorry, Satanic young master. I'm just going to hug it. I shall show you respect for your courage system. However, there will be no mercy to any who attempt to touch this pillow.
She happily buries herself in the luxuriously soft bed and falls asleep. Lilith's curse. Inhabit the body of a weak and pitiful human, and commit murder while evading the eyes of the authorities to be free of the burden of disease. After only the briefest despites from that pain, you will encounter the one being who you cannot kill, your natural enemy. Should you disregard this rule and kill your natural enemy, your very world will come to an end.
As I fell, further and further, in the space between life and death, that knows not the presence of space and time, I came to a sudden realization. This new life is not any better than death, and this disease is the worst possible punishment. The life of Adrian Caesar von der Pfaltzgraff is a curse in and of itself.
Adrian's mornings were always the same. Letitia, loyal and warm, and Alban, quiet and obedient, served him with warmth, always asking about his well-being and weaving him praise. He detested that kind of sincerity. And so, their chatter blurred into background noise as his mind wandered. Each time he killed, his pain lessened, and small portions of his power returned. If Lilith's curse was correct, what would happen when he killed every soul in the manor? As Alban gave him wine, telling him of his benefits for the heart, Adrian couldn't help but imagine the blade in his mind's eye, piercing through the man's chest. He blinked, smiled politely, and thanked him for the wine. There was no need to be impatient and waste fine wine. Since the day a maid had fallen down the stairs and broken her neck, only 5 others had been killed within the mansion. Each death had been done quietly, efficiently. None had been discovered, yet even after so much blood, strength had not fully returned. The hunger persisted. But even if he needed more humans, he didn't have enough power.
Stand in front of me.
Humans to kill now, humans to kill later. Either way.
I'm very grateful for all of you humans.
After dinner, he had confirmed that there were no problems with the hypnotization powers he recovered. His plans were going smoothly. With one exception, the human with light brown hair, who was loud and actively avoided him.
Stand in front of me. Don't leave.
And was strangely resistant to his hypnosis. Could that maid be his natural enemy? It was too early to tell, but he should be cautious. Every part of Lilith's curse had proven true so far. How difficult. He should return to his room, and someone was inside his room. Letitia wouldn't have entered without permission. The Countess never came upstairs. Then who else could it be? The moment the door finally opened, he heard a sound he could never have imagined.
What in the world?
What was this cozy atmosphere? A northern duke who's only warm to me, a golden retriever knight, and a genius trickster master of the wizard tower. Could this be a dating sim? Oh yes, come here. Huh?
Where was she? Whose bed is this?
Hilda. Is something there?
Hilda bolts out of bed, quickly apologizing like her life depended on it. Because it did.
Sorry, I accidentally dirtied the bed, but should I, wash the sheets? I'll go right away. Would you,
She cuts her anxious blabber off as she notices something weird. What's this feeling? It feels like he's been looking somewhere else this whole time.
I guess it's really not going to work.
What?
It's fine. You're dismissed.
He's always been suspicious of her, so this would be the perfect moment to interrogate her. But he's just letting her leave? Why? Well, this lowly maid better be gone before her precious young master changes his mind. And if she keeps surviving until the end, maybe she'll be moved to the world of the dating sim she'd dreamed about. Born as an aristocrat's daughter and sleep on a luxury bed. She could just sleep all she wanted and... What? She freezes as her soul leaves her body. Further damage? Will they take her future wages too? But then her future will be... If she leaves, she'll turn into a beggar. If she stays, she might die.
young master, I can't leave like this. For the sin of defiling your bed, I beg you to punish me.
A punishment?
Yes, but not with money. I don't have any. I can't pay. I'll do anything else. Pulling weeds, peeling onions, cleaning.
Adrian says nothing as he watches her ramble.
You must think I'm weird, but I was pushed to the brink.
And who exactly is pushing you to the brink?
There is a thug. He takes money from hard-working people every day.
Oh, he can move freely in and out of the manor.
Yes, I'll catch him and make him pay the price. But please don't tell Letitia, though. She's already getting migraines because of me.
Just as she starts stammering, he interrupts her.
In that case, I'd like you to answer my question. This is a question only you can answer.
Her heartbeat quickens as he approaches her.
Be as honest as you can.
His gaze is oppressive.
Oh, of course. I'll make sure to answer honestly.
Hilda.
What is this? Why is he so close?
Do you find me?
Wait, young master.
Even now? Why do you avoid me? That's my question.
Terrified, she blurts the first thing that might save her life.
Well, it's because you're too handsome.
As expected, Adrian steps back. And so, she keeps blabbering about how handsome he was, and how the weak, pretty boy was really her type, and how even he should be shocked by how good-looking he was. And she couldn't stop her tears from falling. After all, it was obvious he was trying to strangle her.
So you avoided me because your heart fluttered?
Yes, my poor heart couldn't take it. It's purely medical.
Adrian looks at her, feeling like she was just trying to flatter him. But she wasn't wrong. He was handsome.
Very well. You may leave.
Finally, safety. She turns for the door and...
But my lord, about the pillow.
Pillow?
It's too dirty. Could you dispose of it?
But Adrian, being a rich bastard...
I can't sleep without 6 pillows.
Oh.
Are you implying you can compensate me for it? Can you replace the one that's missing with yourself, Hilda?
What? Oh, no. Just use the drool one. It's already seasoned.
He stares.
You're dismissed.
She quickly bolts for the door, a muffled laugh echoing from behind. The next day, she finally had a good morning. Who would have expected for her cafe part-time to be so useful here? At this rate, she could level up quicker and unlock some useful skills. But now that she took a better look, apparently the game had an affinity system. She might unlock skills or get items using this. Unaware of Emily's calls, she wonders, why did Adrian's affinity increase though? Does Satan like to be flattered? Just as she was wondering about how to use the system, Emily finally manages to get her attention to ask her to go with her to the mistress's room. Her face is grim as she tells her how scared she was and how she only needed some comfort after. Hilda is immediately intrigued. The Countess shouldn't be a devil. Was there something that she didn't know of that made her so scary? Well, in horror games, the scariest places do tend to have important items. Then she's quick to offer Emily to go in her place, telling her she would just go in and out quickly. And Emily's gratitude made the decision even more worthy. But what she wanted even more was the items. So she gets a food tray and heads to the Countess's room. When she gets there, she understands Emily's fears better. It wasn't as bad as Adrian's, but the atmosphere outside the room felt gross and unpleasant.
Are you in there, madam? I've bought tea.
When nobody answers her, she can't suppress the urge to look around. A portrait draws her attention, and she recognizes this situation. So it's one of those scenarios where they draw your attention behind her so she would get jump scared. Oh, the door was already open. She really needed a nap. Thinking about the items waiting for her, she steps in. And there's a weird sound. And a weird smell.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird
When she looks up, terror dawns on her.
Mama's gonna buy
There was a beautiful lady, and in her arms, staring at her, was a goat's head.
Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass.